we doing? All right. Thanks for coming out. We're all really happy to be performing again. I know everybody's happy we get to come out and do this for you and put on a great show, and I do my thing. I'm really happy that I get to drink pretty much for free all weekend. You may be wondering about the mug. I saw it at an auction, bought it. I thought it could be my comedy thing, because some people in the show, they have like their comedy thing. Adam's got his comedy jacket, everybody knows. We had another comedian who had her comedy shoes. Tom has his face. And I thought, oh, this could be my thing. We can bring this back every year. I thought, as long as I got beer in the mug, it's going to be a good show. Maybe you should have bought a comedy bucket. Say what you want, it's at least as cool as a pleather jacket. I see some of you have seen Adam's work. So when your first child is born, you tell everybody. I mean, friends, family, co-workers, that weird fucker at the end of the bar, everybody. And I was no different. So I got through my list of everybody, and I got to my grandma on my biological dad's side, who I had only seen a couple of times, but she had sent Christmas cards and birthday cards every year, and I'd never met him before. And she's part of everybody, so I called her up. Hey, Grandma, just called to let you know you're a great grandma. She goes, oh, thank you, that's a nice thing to say. Grandma, I'm not sure you're following me here. But she seemed kind of distracted, so what's going on? Turns out I had called her in the middle of her husband's wake. Huh. Shit. So, I don't know if anybody knows how to exit a situation like that gracefully. You're 19 years too late. Here's how I did it. Wake, huh? Bummer. Well, his name's Tyler. He was 19 and a half inches long, 10 pounds, 4 ounces, and I would have went on until she interrupted me. Again, I had never spoken to my dad. And she cuts me off and says, your dad's standing right next to me. Would you like to talk to him? Again, shit. Like, okay, cool. But as soon as she said that, two things happened. Behind her was like a lot of conversation, not like a party, obviously, and we were celebrating a wake. But as soon as she said that, everybody on the other side of the call knew who was calling, and I was the long-lost relative, because, they didn't know me. But all of that died off. And my body tensed up so much, my sphincter squeaked. But I was like, okay, cool, I'll talk to him, whatever. And it was tense, it was weird, but, went pretty well, so we decided to meet in person a while later. And, of course, I'm like in my 20s, so I brought my friends for moral support. In fact, what a good they did. But we went out, we talked, we had a good time. It was amazing to see how many things that I got genetically that I wouldn't have thought of. We had the same laugh, we had the same kind of sarcastic sense of humor. I mean, clearly I'm better looking and funnier, but neither here nor there. But once it was established we were getting along, he was like, oh, do you smoke? And I knew what he meant. And I don't. But I told him I did. So I was like, okay, cool. So we go across the street to his hotel room, me, my two chucklehead friends, and my dad. And turn on the TV for background noise, we smoke, we have, more good conversation, and things are going well. So we go back to the bar, and that's when one of my friends started getting angry text messages and phone calls from his girlfriend. Let's call this friend Alan. You may know his work. So he's freaking out. He's trying to figure out, because she had exact quotes from our conversations. She was accusing him of smoking and hanging out with other girls, and it was a thing. And he's trying to figure out who the hell is trying to sabotage his relationship. He's freaking out. And it's not the pot this time. So they're running around trying to figure this out. Well, let me give you the backstory, what really happened. So while we were in the hotel room, Alan somehow pocket dialed her. Which is especially funny because he had a flip phone. We still haven't figured that part out. So he's running around the bar trying to figure out who's spying on us and whatnot. And then he comes up to me and Dad and he goes, "Holy shit, dude! I'm the goddamn spy!" And he holds up his call log and figured it out. And my dad and me, who were just stoned off our asses, look at each other. Dad looks at me, he goes, "Is he always like this?" No. Usually he's the cool one. God, I love drinking. We do it a lot here. I don't know if you've noticed. And we're really, really good at it. A lot of people hear about, the Irish like to drink. Well, no, the Irish are drunk all the time. It means they're not fucking good at it. I don't know how many of you had this conversation. Oh, people from Wisconsin can't drink that much. You can't drink like we do here in California. How does that night end every single time? You want to ride home? We're going to stop at Quick Trip first. Oh, no. 7 White Claws is impressive. I have a theory. I think we here in Wisconsin have drank so much, it has actually altered our DNA to the point where we are a new species. Homo ethanolis, if you will. I remember the day I learned that, we have this gift. I was still in the Navy. My first time out after boot camp, so my first time, unsupervised, and that's a great idea. So me and a few friends, we decided to go down to this bar in Millington, Tennessee, called the Neon Moon. Now, the Neon Moon every Wednesday has a thing called Nickel Draft Night. It's exactly what you think. For 5 cents, you get a small plastic cup full of flat, shitty light beer. And it was a very popular night. So 3 of the 4 of us were underage. So we had our guy who was overage. He was going up and getting our drinks, and we had to stay on the teen dance club side of the bar, which was cleverly named the Dark Side of the Moon. It's still the most brilliant piece of marketing I've ever heard. But he would come back with these shit beers, and because beer looks like beer, and we didn't want to get caught for underage drinking, we'd have to just chug them and just make them go away as fast as we could. Well, that got old for me after about 50 cents. And I told our runner, I'm like, "Dude, I need something different." And I handed him just a pile of cash. He said, "What do you want?" I'm like, "I don't give a shit, as long as it looks like soda." He's like, "All right, cool, I got you." Little backstory that I didn't know at the time, this guy used to be a bartender in New York City. And I just gave him free reign over my liver. Mistake. So he comes back with, 2 shitty beers, chuckleheads, drink theirs, whatever. I'm standing right out in the open with my drink because it looks like soda, and I think I'm a fucking genius. I'm like, oh, it's kind of tasty. Take Coca-Cola and a little vodka. Is that whiskey? And tequila? I know now he was giving me Long Island iced teas. This man's trying to kill me. So, next 4 hours we go on like this. Every 20 minutes he would go get shitty beers, and then about every other round I would get a new mixed drink. And we go all night like that. Gets to bar time, which in Tennessee apparently is 1 o'clock. Pussies. two chuckleheads. They've thrown up the last, I don't know, $1.50 in beer. Our runner's been doing shots with the waitress because he's trying to hit on her. He now speaks cursive. And I'm still standing. Still playing pool for money, still winning. Mr. New York City figures out, oh shit, I can't drive. And I go, I'm good. So I grab the keys, I drive us all the way, like 35 miles back to base, to the front gate. And then I have to convince the guards that my 3 friends in here who are all passed out are just really tired. That was the moment I realized that Wisconsinites are a different breed. That's it, guys. Thank you very much.